Hey everyone, Bahamut Raven here, and welcome to the third part of my Let's Play guide of Trails of Cold Steel 2. Now, since the last episode, like I said I would, I went and leveled up Green to level 45, and in the process, at least got up to level 42, which is pretty good. Usually I get around this level on normal, so I think it's actually reasonable. I haven't changed anything in my setup, but the one thing I may want to do is actually switch tier and give it to Elise, at least for the time being. The reason is because I want Elise to be my healer for the upcoming fight, and I want Reen and Toval to focus on offense, and offense alone. So for the rest, there's not really much I could have changed in my setup, so this is what I'm gonna have to work with. In terms of formation, I think this is actually pretty good, but I do want Elise a little bit in the back, and you'll see why in a little bit. Other than that, I'm ready, I've saved, so let's get to it, shall we? As soon as you enter this area, you're locked in for the boss fight, so be prepared already. And there we go. I don't know, but it's more than damn fine.
Stay sharp, guys. Here I go.
Okay, Ortheim. As you can see, we have to analyze it again. It does count as a separate encounter. So one thing you may want to notice is that aside from the higher level, you want to know that this guy is actually stronger. What I mean is, in terms of moves, it does has the same two ones that he had in the one-on-one fight with Reen in episode 1. The swing of his sword and the crack attack where he hits the ground for a wide area around it. However, there are a couple of more things to take note of. The first thing is that it can actually buff its stats and regenerate for 20% of its HP, which can prolong the fight and make it much harder as a result. And basically, you do want to take care of it as fast as possible. Elise will be our healer for this fight. I want her to be on healing duties so that Reen and Toval can focus on offense, especially when they're gonna use their S-crafts for some attacks, because I know I'm gonna have to use them sooner or later. Other than that, I say it's high time we fight. I'm gonna have Toval spend his first turn analyzing him. So for now, I'm just gonna have him motivate.
All right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
So I'm gonna start.
Ready to go.
I'm not gonna say safe, because I'm not gonna play safe actually. However, I am gonna play as offensively as I can. There it is.
I can do this.
Elise, like I said, let me see. Holy Squall. Okay, you're actually... bit too far from Rain. So I'm gonna move you slightly to the left. Here is good. I guess I didn't need to do that.
Please allow me.
I don't want you to deal physical damage, but I don't want you to use Swallowtail. I'm going to use her craft points only and only for Holy Squall, which means I can do a couple of attacks while Rein's and Toll's HP are high enough. As for you, I'm gonna focus on... I'm gonna use Double Strike.
1, 2.
Taking advantage of the boosted strength thanks to Rein is actually something very good.
Here I go.
And in fact, I'm gonna use Motivate again,
Let's do this.
so that my setup is, for now, complete.
Please allow me.
Remember to use Holy Squall only when you have taken a lot of damage, not before. It has a very high,
Arcus, activate.
it does have a very high CP cost, so you don't want to abuse it from the get-go.
1, 2. They're off balance. Got you.
Okay, this is actually pretty good. And this is pretty bad.
Here I
Okay,
go.
so this turn I'm gonna have Rein use Azure Flame Slash.
Gather on my blade.
Strength boosted by 50% plus critical. It's gonna deal a lot of damage. Yep, that's a lot.
Please allow me.
That's about 20% of its actual health. 25. So I say it's pretty good. Toll is a bit too far. Let me think what I can do. Okay, I have an idea. If I can delay it, even though I doubt it. Now I'm just gonna do Luminous Ray. Then I'm gonna set up a Rebellion Stone with a critical.
Time to stop holding back.
And let the rest play out by itself.
This is gonna hurt. Rebellion Storm!
And there it is.
Please allow me.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna start setting up the first Holy Squall on Tovel.
Oh goddess, grant us a healing rain.
Cheers. Let's move.
I can't use Motivate, of course. So I'm gonna move in and attack.
Now! Gotcha!
Okay, Rein can take one hit. Ouch.
Sure thing. Let's move.
I cannot use Motivate, so I'll have to set it up again.
Right.
Gotta set up another Holy Squall to heal up Rein now.
Grant us a healing
So
rain.
we're down to 2. But I do need to make sure that Elise is
Sure thing.
out of range. Let me see. I'm gonna use Chrono Drive on Elise, so that she can set her own turns up a little faster.
Here I go.
As for Rein himself, I'll have him set up one Motivate.
Right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
Okay, his strength went down, so I need to take care of this fast before
1, 2. Now.
before it regenerates its health again, because it can happen.
Please allow me.
For now, just gonna use a tier on Elise, because she's way too low on HP. Oh, come on. This is getting ridiculous.
All right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
And now I'm just gonna have to rush it.
Please allow me. Arcus, activate. Yeah.
I'm up. Arcus, activate.
Okay, this ain't good.
My turn.
Let me try a little something. Nope, didn't work. Okay, I'll set up a Holy Squall for Elise and Reen now. Tobal won't need it since he will, thanks to the turn bonus, he will get half of its own health back.
Goddess, grant us a healing rain.
Thanks. Ready to go.
So it does work out.
One, two. Now. Got you.
Come on, just go down already.
Here I go.
Ooh, I sealed him. That's good, he lost a turn.
Now's our chance.
Gotcha. Please allow me.
Actually gonna use Aqua Bleed
Activate.
for a faster attack. Though it won't deal much.
Sure thing. 1, 2. They're off balance. Got you. Here I go.
Please
There's actually
allow
one
me.
thing that I want to try, even though I'm not sure if it will work. Let's try and see if Elise can take him down, although I highly doubt it.
Assume your stance.
If it doesn't work, this may be trouble.
Fragrant Garden.
And of course he'd have to do the power gain.
Let's move. Sit. Sure thing. 1, 2. Now.
Can't use rush, god damn it.
Too slow. Now.
And now there's a problem. Elise doesn't have enough craft
Understood.
points to execute her Holy Squall, so she will have to do with the
Let's
tier
move.
spell. Unless... No, it's way too unlikely.
I can do this.
Nope. Tier on herself for now. She's at risk of one shot. I'm not taking that, thank you.
Ready to go.
I'm just gonna pummel this guy until it goes down.
Got you.
Something's
move.
gotta give, and that's not gonna be me.
Please allow me.
Okay, Luminous Ray.
Activate.
If everything goes like as I plan, this will be over
Let's move.
in 2 turns.
I'm up.
This should be it.
Activate.
Yep, it sure is. Okay, it went down.
That's that.
That was one hell of a fight. Oh, and Total actually got a level up out of that.
That's what I like to see.
Doesn't happen all that often that you can get Total one level up before leaving Ymir. But anyway, let's proceed with the story now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's still up? Okay. Okay.
Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Okay, this is actually cool. We're gonna see Valimar in action.
What's that sound?
Am I seeing things?
Yeah, he's recovered enough to fend off this guy at least. Try and actually win this time, got it?
Not a problem. I'm counting on you, Valimar. Our target's the Magic Knight right in front of us.
Acknowledged. However, operational time is limited to a maximum of 300 seconds. Caution is advised.
So this is the Ashen Knight? I'd heard about it fighting against the Alliance forces trying to take over Trista, but wow, this is something else.
Are you really moving that, Rean?
Elise, Tobal, I'll take care of this. Stay back.
Roger that. Come on, Missy. We're gonna be in danger if we stay here.
All right.
I'll have to rely on the unarmed form this time too, but that's fine by me. Okay, here goes!
All right. You ready?
Okay, now we're gonna start a new kind of battle, which was introduced at the very end of Cold Steel 1. Divine Knight Battles. In Divine Knight Battles, you can target the enemy in, well, more than one spot. In this case, you can target the enemy in 3 parts: head, body, and arms. You can get more than 3 weak points depending on the enemy, but on average it's 3. What happens here is this. Basically, each part of the body is weak depending on the stance that the enemy gets. As you can see here. If you can hit the part that has the highest unbalance and can cause unbalance, which is a 25% chance multiplied by the number of stars, basically you can get a follow-up attack, just like you do for Link partners. Once you get to 3, you can use the very powerful rush attack, which is technically the Divine Knight finisher. You start up with a lot of HP here, but it's actually very little. The HP of Valimar will increase depending on Reen's level, so the stronger Reen gets, the stronger Valimar gets. Like it says here, the weak part of the enemy depends on its stance, and of course I'm going to tell you which parts are the weakest, considering that we're going to take a lot of more damage on hard mode and higher. We're going to have to target the exact points at all times. So here are the commands. Of course we get the normal attack command, which is going to be our go-to. Then crafts. For now we only have Morning Moon, which is a counter move. We sacrifice 90 craft points in order to completely evade and counter every single attack until our next attack phase. And we have a 30% chance to cause an automatic follow-up attack. This is all we got for now. Also we can defend, which will decrease damage we get by 70%, recover 5% HP, but will cost 25 CP, so we can't use it all the time. So the only thing we can do for now is attack. And of course, this is the normal stance, and during this part, the weak part is the head. If you check the specific, you see that the enemy is automatically analyzed the first time you hit it. You don't have to hit every single part in order to do so. Also, be sure not to save up the bravery points, just unleash the finisher as soon as you have the ability. Okay, so right now it is in its attack stance, so the weakness has changed, and if I remember correctly, it should be the arms. Let's see. Yep.
Let's go!
It's working! Keep it up!
Ouch. Okay, right now it's the normal stance. I do want to beat it with the finisher, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Morning Moon.
Bring it on!
Just to show it to you.
Gotcha!
Just to get some free hits in. And I think it's actually weak enough to die with the finisher, so let's do that. Nope, not quite.
Just a little more.
Well, one more hit is
You're not out yet. Keep
one
going.
more hit is gonna do it. And the funny thing is, when you deal the final blow, you can automatically do the finisher. So you can finish with style. And Ortheim is finally defeated. Took its sweet time.
He did it!
Thank goodness. I think he's used up every last bit of the mana he recovered.
That was a close one.
You didn't have a weapon, and yet you still came out on top, Reen. Not half bad. Not that it means you're ready to take on the Azure Awakener. That's a ways away.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Combat efficiency demonstrated a 5% increase over the previous battle. I look forward to observing further improvement in the future.
Sure. I hope I don't let you down. I barely know a thing about you. But even then, it's clear as day that you're far more reliable than I'll ever be. Well, it doesn't matter how it happened. The fact is, we're now fighting alongside one another as both allies and friends. So don't worry. I'll do everything I can to become strong enough to draw out your full power. Strong enough to even win against Crow.
I shall await that day.
Reen!
Hey there. You did great, champ.
Thanks. You didn't get hurt at all, did you, Elise?
I'm fine. I'm more concerned about you. Are you feeling all right? I'd heard about what happened the last time you fought inside that thing.
I'm a little tired, but that's all. I probably wouldn't have gotten off so easily if things were anywhere close to being like last time, honestly.
As I've said once before, all damage taken by a Divine Knight is passed on to its Awakener. So take that as extra motivation to continue getting better at piloting him.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? Well, I'd have to improve my piloting skills to get things done anyway. I've got every intention of getting better.
You're sounding a lot more sure of yourself now.
Does that mean you're feeling better?
Yeah, never better. If I want to reunite with the others, I need to keep moving forward. Sorry, I've got a feeling I'm just gonna be causing you a lot more grief in the future.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm plenty used to it. And besides, I'd like nothing more than for you to be reunited with your classmates.
Thanks, Elise.
You can be such a troublemaker.
Sounds like things are all wrapped up here.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh god, no. Trouble always come in packs.
That can't be.
Oh, not now! Rianos!
It's the bird I saw in the Capitol.
Hello there, darling. Miss me? It's so lovely to see you again, Reen.
Is that bird talking?
After Celine, a bird shouldn't be any more surprising, but still. You've got some nerve showing yourself, Vita. Although not enough nerve to show up in person, apparently. So what does Ouroboros' oh-so-amazing second Anguis, the Azure Abyss herself, want with us?
What's an Anguis?
One of Ouroboros' top brass.
It's nice to see you again too, Celine. And while I know of them, I can't say I recall ever being formally introduced to Reen's adorable sister or that handsome bracer with you. I'm sorry that our first meeting had to be through my familiar.
Huh?
Misty. No. I suppose I should call you Vita now. How did you know we were here?
We've been trying to find the whereabouts of the Ashen Knight for quite a while, you see. We've been searching for the past month since the Civil War began without any luck. But then we sensed an active magic knight in this area, and that was what finally led us to you.
I wasn't expecting our location to be discovered this quickly.
I got to see your battle with Crow too, incidentally. For it being the first time you've ever piloted a knight, you did rather well. If we're being objective though, it was more akin to a tiger swatting away at a cub.
What are Crow and that Azure Knight doing now anyway? And what happened to everyone at the Academy?
I'm sure they're fine, Reen.
Crow's been keeping himself very, very busy. The Noble Alliance forces see him as their little joker. They call him the Azure Chevalier now. I'm afraid I don't know anything about your classmates, though. Emma's in hiding now, too. Still, if you want to know that badly...
That didn't sound good.
That sounded like gunfire.
Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting them to arrive so soon. It sounds like the Jaegers hired by Duke Albaret are here. I'm guessing it's only a matter of time now before Princess Alphen is taken into their custody.
Jaegers? In Ymir?
Her Highness?
Damn it.
I can assure you that I have nothing to do with what's happening over there. I think you're going to want to hurry, though. Perhaps if you run fast enough, you might be able to get back in time.
How dare she act like this is all some game!
Let it go, Celine. We've got to hurry.
Yeah, Her Highness and the rest of Ymir are in real danger if we don't get moving.
Right.
Boy, that escalated very quickly. Okay, Valimar, you stay here. Hope you don't get abducted. Okay, let's double time towards Ymir now. You don't have to stop and take care of any enemy here. As far as I can tell, or remember really, there aren't any boss fights.
I wonder which Jaeger Corps we're dealing with here.
I really hope everyone's alright.
Let's just hurry.
I am going to stop for the boxes, trying to get some items. You know, just because. I'm gonna skip these two. Like I said, I don't want to face any more enemies for now. I'm high enough level as it is. Total shouldn't be level 48 right now. Should have gotten to level 48 in the next area. Yeah, this dialogue really isn't all that much. Yeah, who is Vita Clotilde? Ah, of course, she's a witch too. I should have figured that out. Yeah, that's true. She's been hiding in plain sight, essentially, during the entire first game. I mean, I think Emma had a couple of hints here and there, but she never actually found her. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Double time, again.
I can hear more.
Why does this have to be happening?
They might just be warning shots. Try and stay calm.
Are we going to make it in time?
Good question. Let's find out, shall we? God damn. They set the town on fire. Talk about ruthless. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself here.
Oh, heavens.
Your Highness, please hurry back inside the mansion and hide. Whatever may come to pass, we won't allow them to touch you.
But...
There you are. We are the Northern Jaegers, and we've entered a contract with the Kreutzen province. By the order of its lord, Duke Alberea. We are here to take you into protective custody, Your Highness.
No. Auntie Lucia?
Out of the way, woman!
I ask you to leave this village at once. The Schwarzer family has historical connections with the Imperial family. So as long as I live, you will not lay a hand on Her Highness.
You got guts, if nothing else. But I'm not going to repeat myself again. Our orders are that the lives of all other than Princess Alphen are of no consequence. Am I making myself clear?
But please don't!
Don't you dare lay a hand on them!
Who are you?
Uncle Teo!
Darling,
I am the Baron of Ymir, Teo Schwarzer, and I will serve as your opponent. Begin!
Not all talk, I see.
The art of swordsmanship has been passed down in the Schwarzer family for generations. I couldn't hope to compare to Master Kafai or Lord Xseed, but I dedicate myself to honing my skills all the same.
Clearly you're not the type of noble who sits idly by and hires men to fight his battles for him.
But I wonder how much use your sword will have if we try this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Baron.
Oh, come on. Really? You're mercenaries, I get it, but... Really? Taking a kid and holding him at gunpoint? Seriously, sometimes it's just the small things that piss me off.
You cowards! Have you no shame?
All that matters to we Jaegers is fulfilling our contract by any means necessary. Fail to cooperate, and you know what happens next.
Oh no. Oh no, you don't. They did it.
It sounded like a machine gun.
There's fire everywhere!
Damn it. Looks like we're up against some pretty high-ranking Jaegers here.
Your Highness!
Oh boy. This isn't good at all.
Father? No!
Oh no. Bad. Red flag. Crimson flag.
The hell?
Reen! No!
What the? How? Yeah!
Reen?
Die.
Whoa!
He's a monster.
Reen! Reen, don't! Don't lose yourself to anger! That will only lead to a repeat of what happened 8 years ago!
Elise.
He's
still breathing. Your father's alive, Reen. Hang in there. I'll do first aid right away.
Lady Schwarzer is just fine, too. She was knocked unconscious, but I don't see any injuries. She's okay. Auntie Lucia, stay with us! Oh, thank goodness. Are you back to normal? Reem, speak to me. Are you alright?
Sorry, Elise. I lost control of myself again.
It's alright. It's alright. You came back to me in the end. And that's all that matters.
Elise, I'm sorry. I really am.
Auntie Lucia! Are you alright, Auntie Lucia?
Your Highness, you're unharmed.
Yes, I'm fine. And it's all because of you and your family. I can't even begin to thank you enough.
Your Highness, there's no need to cry. You have the face of an angel. Please don't spoil it with tears.
Well, I'm glad she's in no mortal danger. Toval, what about Father?
I've given him some first aid, but he was injured pretty severely. We should get him to somewhere he can receive proper treatment as soon as possible.
No.
Dad!
Honestly, some people have no patience.
Vita, you...
What do you want with us this time?
I had some concerns about how things were over here, so I decided to come and have a look. Duke Alborea's really gone and done it this time. It's obvious that he really wants to get ahead of Duke Cayenne, but this isn't the most prudent way to do it.
You act like he's not one of your allies.
Now, there's no need to take your anger out on me. I can't undo what's already happened. But if it will help, I can at least clear up his mess for you.
What?
It's time to sleep, my children. Fall into a loving oblivion, cradled in your merciful mother's arms.
A lullaby?
No. This is...
You will descend the mountain as you are, and you will report to Duke Alborea that you found nothing out of the ordinary.
Yes, Mother.
We will.
Oh my.
Unbelievable. So this is what you witches are capable of, is it?
It's the least I could do after all the trouble you've been through. Duke Alborea is unlikely to doubt what they tell him, so this village shouldn't be targeted again for a while. Although, I'm guessing a gesture like this pales in comparison to what I would have to do to earn your forgiveness.
Misty, are you...
Don't be taken in by her sweet talk! She doesn't do things like this out of kindness!
She doesn't.
Targets in sight.
And there we go. Again.
What?
Elise! Your Highness!
Shit! Was she here the whole time?
Now that was silly of you, wasn't it? You should never take your eyes off the princess you're meant to be protecting. As far as knights go, I'm afraid you failed spectacularly in nearly every regard.
Please, let me go! Targets apprehended successfully. Targets identified as Objective 1 and Objective 2. Mission complete.
Who are you? And what do you want? And why does that thing you're on look just like Eric Getlum?
It really does. I take it you being with her means you're an enforcer or something?
I don't comprehend your question.
Huh? Well, this is weird. Usually enforcers, the special agents of Ouroboros, are alongside the Anguis, as far as I know the story. If you're not an enforcer, then who the heck are you?
She's not with Ouroboros, actually. She's a behind-the-scenes helper of sorts who was donated to the Noble Alliance by an anonymous benefactor. Think of her as yet another ally of the Alliances, much like ourselves, Zephyr, and the Imperial Liberation Front.
Talk about a scary lineup right there.
Couldn't ask for a more terrifying lineup right there.
Why do I even talk at this point? I swear.
If you like, you can think of me as the Wicked Witch, while she's the Black Rabbit guiding my steps with every adorable hop.
Stop messing around! Lady Clotilde, please give the order to retreat. There is no need to remain here any longer.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Elise! Your Highness! Stop! Stop! Bring them back!
Our story is well underway. There will be many obstacles waiting for you, but struggle on and overcome them. And I'm sure that, eventually, you'll reach the stage where the Azure Chevalier awaits. Don't let me down, Reen Schwarzer.
I won't let it end this way! Hang in there, you two! I'm coming for you! I promise!
Meanwhile, in the League of Evil.
Has something wondrous caught your eye?
Well, if it isn't Duke Cayenne and the Azure Chevalier.
Marvelous, isn't it, Rufus? Does it not bring you joy to look down upon our land from such great heights? Especially when one considers our victory in the war that rages on it all but in our grasp.
I'm afraid I have far too much on my mind at the moment to take in such pleasures. But the war is indeed raging on, just as you say. And with every day that passes, I worry more for the people of my father's province caught up in it.
So young, and yet you've already adopted such a delightful perspective. It's clear to me now why your father holds you in such high esteem. Had I a son like you, then I too would take notice of the achievements you've curried in the war thus far.
You flatter me, sir. Green though I may be, I intend to do all in my power to carry out your will as Supreme Commander of the Noble Alliance.
Please! I am Supreme Commander, yes, but I wouldn't permit merely anyone to take the position of Chief of Staff. Rest assured, you have earned my favor. We are both equally burdened to guide this conflict to a swift conclusion, all for the good of the common people who suffer from it. If only they understood the lengths we go to for them. And on that note, I assume you've already decided on how we will be proceeding?
At present, 60% of the nation is under our control. But on the other hand, the Imperial Army still has a full 50% of its military might remaining. The key to our victory lies in deciding how best to divide the remaining armored divisions between the East and West.
Excellent. Our alliance forces have you, as well as the Panzer Soldats. We have General Aurelia and Brigadier General Wallace, two of the finest soldiers the provincial armies have ever seen. To say nothing of the Azure Diva and the countless other allies lending us their aid. Our victory is only a matter of time. Wouldn't you agree, Crow?
I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were you. Just so we're on the same page here, Divine Knights aren't omnipotent or anything. Ordine isn't going to be wiping fortresses like Guerrilla off the map in an instant the way Crossbell's Ion did. They're not that mind-bogglingly powerful, sorry to say.
Come now, Crow. You're so modest. Well, no matter. We needn't concern ourselves with Crossbell for the present. Gilead Osborne has fallen. No longer will we be plagued by that detestable man and his foolish ideals. However, his loathsome legacy still lives on. And this great nation has been filled with undesirable pollutants as a result of him and his followers. Our primary task shall be to wash away the filth and restore Erebonia to its rightful, glorious form, a land ruled by nobles.
As you wish.
I nearly forgot. Regarding the other Chevalier, I'm in the midst of pondering if there is a way to get him to join us. And being that you're such a close friend of his, your assistance may be required at some point. Give it some thought, won't you?
Understood.
You don't think it'll be quite as easy as our friend the Duke does, do you? I can see it written all over your face.
Afraid not. The army isn't the only thing we need to worry about. Not with the RMP and the intelligence division at large. Then there's the fact we couldn't catch the Crimson Wings. Whatever other potential threats piling up on the side. Plus, you know, your brother's out there too. It's way too early to be getting cocky.
My brother is no less a son of the House of Alberea. I'm expecting him to show me the best he can muster. And I don't doubt he'll come at me with everything he's got. But ultimately... unforeseen circumstances are exactly the reason we carry only the finest insurance. Are they not, dear ladies and gentlemen?
You're so right.
Feels kind of overkill having all of us on the same side.
Still, this is how wars are fought.
Whatever, so long as we get to have our fun.
Just don't forget. We're not here for you. We won't be working together forever.
Oh, but the fireworks that will spark from our partnership will be ever so beautiful.
Yeah, I guess I can help.
Point taken. I can't see anyone or anything out there having a chance against this group of monsters.
That's the idea. I leave the unseen side of this War of the Lions reenactment in your capable hands. You're up against the Ironbloods, the Crimson Wings, and the Horned Lions. With opponents like that, you needn't hold anything back. Go forth and enjoy your fill of battle.
Sounds like we're against a hell of an army. And with the notes of the main intro of Trails of Cold Steel 2, I am going to bid you adieu for this episode. Personally, I believe that stopping right here at the end of the prologue is actually a good idea. I've been recording for over 3 hours for the entire thing, and it's actually well into the night. So I think I'm gonna stop for the time being. Okay, I got distracted by the intro. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking right now. I thank you so much for watching, and of course, I will see you very soon with the beginning of Act 1. This is Bahama Raven, signing out. Bye!
Kira